Hey everybody! Welcome back to Big Hair Gaming. We are here with another video covering our favorite game, Last War. And today's topic, we're talking about the Blood Night event that occurs, or a special time that occurs during Season 4. We're going to initiate the phase, so in order for you to participate in the hunt, which is a particular part of Blood Night. This is what we're primarily going to focus on in this part of the video. I'm going to try and cover the Blood Night as it happens in other videos, but this one's just going to be about being a Blood Night hunter. So in order to be a Blood Night hunter, you need to initiate the skill. It'll tell you all the stuff. So basically, in order to be a Blood Night hunter, you need to use the skill within the first 10 minutes after the Blood Night starts, so we still have a little bit of time. You can only transform while the event is going on. When you are a Blood Night hunter, you're going to gain some exclusive bonuses. Your virus resistance is going to go up. Your troop morale is going to go up. And only Blood Night hunters can attack other Blood Night hunters. So that's key. Additionally, everybody's going to get a disguise. So as a Blood Night hunter, you won't know who anyone else is. When you defeat or you are defeated, then your Blood Knight's hunter status will go away and you'll lose your disguise as well. And then both of those will go away and it'll display your regular name. Until then, it'll just say Blood Hunter like it does down there. And then lastly, upon becoming a Blood Night hunter, you'll automatically enter War Fever mode, during which you'll be unable to use your shield. I don't know why it keeps going back to the requirements. I think that's a bug. You'll be unable to use your shield, and you can't use teleport items, but you will have some special ability to be able to teleport much more freely than you would normally be otherwise be able to do so. So that's how it works. Because we're after Battle Day, that's why I'm going to become a Blood Night hunter. So I'm going to click on myself. I'm going to use the Blood Night hunter skill. I'm going to wait for this little message to go away so that they give you time, make you to read it. I'll be a Blood Night hunter, blah, 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 and there you go. So you can see my base transforms into this cool base. I have 1, 2, 3 lives here, represented by the Magatama little Rhine things that we get from before. And I can tell, I don't think there's anybody in my war zone. It says there's 5, but basically the way that it works is that they try to funnel you all till you end up on the same servers, so that you can engage. There are 5 Blood Night hunters on my server, so I'm going to start hunting for them, and we'll see how it goes. So what I'm hoping is that I don't get taken down too quickly, but I'll be able to... okay, in 5 minutes I won't be able to be here, but I'm hoping that I don't get eliminated too quickly and that I'll actually be able to move and hunt around. So when you're a Blood Night hunter, what you want to do is you want to go on the prowl and be looking for folks. You also want to make sure that you keep some dudes on the wall. So I'm going to go back to where my base is real quick. And I'm going to make sure that I have my defense lineup set. I have my first team on the wall. I could put my second team on the wall as a backup, but I don't think they're going to be strong enough because most people who are Blood Night hunters tend to be the stronger people on different servers. So I'm going to go looking for trouble. And you'll know when you find one because they have a very identifiable base marker that's going to show up. So I don't see anybody around just yet. I think what the strat's going to be is we start going to other servers. So in order to bring up the other servers display, what you want to do is you want to click on the Blood Night Ending Soon thing on the far right, and that'll show you what's over here. Could jump over to 690. So as you are a Blood Night hunter, you're going to accrue Blood Night hunter teleports. You can see I have 2 right here. Basically, a Blood Night hunter will only be able to use the Blood Night hunter teleport to relocate. It's a special skill that you can grab, and basically you get an additional teleport every minute. Cool. But right now, it says that there's 6 Blood Night hunters on our server right now, but I am sure not having an easy time finding them. And if you could just... there we go. Oh, a couple of them are probably allies in Path, but... I want the points, though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over here next to this dude. I'm going to attack him with my strongest. And depending on how that goes, I might dip. So it says Blood Night Hunter. Send my strongest team over to him and see what happens. We got through a little bit, but not quite enough. I don't want to keep attacking them because I got a finite number of dudes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump to 680. Yeah, I know it's coming. That's why I left. Because you only get 3 lives, so that's important to know. Alright, we got another dude over here. I got 2 teleports remaining, so if I need to dip... Ooh, that's not good. I'm going to jump away and heal a little bit. So unfortunately, both of the dudes who I ended up attacking were quite powerful. And it just says Bloodnight Hunter. So he's got a power of 60 million. That's pretty rough. And another Bloodnight Hunter scanned me, and the other guy was at 48, which I did okay at. But he's got a missile team, so that's going to be very difficult to overcome. But which, I mean, I can't. So let's keep healing our guys. We'll do our little speed heal. I think we're safe here. Yeah, we are. There's another guy over here, and I'm going to jump on him. I guess I'll attack this guy. Oh man, he's too strong. And I'm going to dip on out of here. I saw he's got like a level 5 or a level 6 gorilla, so immediately I knew that was going to be a rough sell. Let's see. Yeah, earlier in the season. Let's see, this guy's level 35. He's around a bunch of other level 35, so I'm willing to bet he's probably pretty strong too. Ah, he was fast. He was ready to go. Let's see, there's one. Ah, he's got 2 dudes up on his wall. So we cleared out one, I think. It looked like. Not quite. We get a lot of damage on him, but we didn't clear it out. He's running the same build we are, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. But his is a little bit better. He's got some better gear. I have been neglecting my gear for a while because I've been working on research so much. Definitely gotta get that up there. And there we go. I know he's ready to leave. Yeah, there we go. We got him. Sorry, bro. Nothing personal. Here we go. Oh, that's bad. Got a blast. Ooh, just in time too. Because the two guys who were close over there were very strong, unfortunately. So we're gonna take a sec to heal some dudes because I don't have a lot of troops left after the after Battle Day. I got 10k troops. I mean still, but that's fine. Ah, oh, he left. Come on. He's got to be. He's probably around here somewhere. Oh, that's probably him right there. Ah. I'm not gonna chance it. I'm just gonna move. Uh-oh. Cross war zone cooldown. I think he got me. Yep. Uh-oh. Who wins first? He got him first. Ah, it's from Path. It's one of my allies. But yeah. So that's pretty much how it goes. I think earlier in the season that you engage with the Blood Knight Hunter, I think the better that you'll do because fewer people understand how it works and what the mechanics are. Um, but essentially, what your purpose is to go around and hunt for everybody else who does the Blood Knight Hunter. Now, some other tips for the Blood Knight is that I do not recommend that you do this before Total Mobilization Day because you will lose troops. One thing that you can do wow, that guy's crazy strong. Yeah, I think that's a dude I attacked earlier who had the very strong gorilla. But yeah, one thing that you want to be cautious of um, is like I said, the Total Mobilization Day combat because you will lose a lot of troops. Now, one thing you can do is you could do the Blood Knight fight with you could do the Blood Knight fight and take all your dudes off your wall. Like if you just want to participate and you just want to try and get as many points as you can and attack and do all that other stuff, you could do that. However, because you only have 3 HP, like you get hit 3 times and then you're out. Because you only have 3 HP, I don't recommend doing that if you're gonna play to win. Like if you're gonna take all your dudes off your wall, you are most certainly not going to win because you need to have a sword. You need to use a sword and shield tactic. If you don't know what that is, basically. I have another video where I talk about combat tactics, and in that, like, I go over a bunch of different strategies. But you want to have one team that's back home that like you use to defend, and another team that's like you're using to attack. So for me, that would be my first and fourth squad, which is really my second squad. But my first and fourth squad. Now for me, because I like stopped working on my tank team altogether and did like full throttle into my air team, the power differential between my sword and shield is like really high. So if there's somebody that I can beat with my team, it's unlikely, and who chooses to engage in the Blood Knight battle. If there's somebody who I can beat with my main team, it's probably not likely that my second team is going to be able to defend against them. So for the reason that's the reason I took my second team off the wall, because I would prefer to ping pong back and forth where I attack with my main team and defend with that team, which means that I need to get the surprise, which is why I play hypermobile, and I go around the map and I hunt for people and I jump in on them. I send my team to attack. I see what happens. If I can attack again, then I will attack again. If I can't, then I got to move and I got to get out of there. So that's generally how it works, and then I'll take my time. I'll move back home. That's generally some of the strategies that you want to employ in order to be successful during the Blood Night. Now, the Blood Night is, basically like combat for people who love combat. So like the only people who really often engage in it after, I'd say, like week 3 or 4 are going to be people who are stronger than most. So you're above average strength people. So you saw how like I struggled against a lot of the folks who were engaged in the Blood Night. That's because like I'm like, medium big at best. Like I'm stronger than a lot of people, but I'm also weaker than like, the biggest of whales, because I'm weak against, even moderate whales. Simply because like I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money to play the game, but I'm fine with spending money like here and there in ways that I find fun. And also to help, serve you guys and answer questions and do all that sorts of stuff. So I would say that the best time to get into the Blood Knight is going to be like right when it comes out, like when you get the skills to be able to be a Blood Knight Hunter, which are over here in the profession skill tree. If you go over here onto the side, you'll see that you have a couple of skills. If you go all the way up at level 45, you'll get the Blood Knight Hunter skill, which allows you to become a Blood Knight Hunter like we saw, and that has a 3-day cooldown. And you can't get one more time with the skill, so you can't get the lucky draw and double up. Then you get the Blood Knight Hunter teleport, which is very important. I would say critical to even being able to play with the Blood Knight Hunter. But by this point of the game, like if you're in Season 4, and you're playing like with any degree of regularity, there's no excuse that you should not be level 50 and you couldn't get this skill like immediately. So you definitely need to get the Blood Hunter teleport skill, because otherwise you'll have to rely on server-to-server teleports or paying for teleports, and that'll like absolutely obliterate you. So don't do that. This is the super value skill that you need. And then just the hunting inspiration, because you're doing it so you get the XP. Is it worth it? By my account, in terms of how I determine worth, no. But it's one skill, so I don't care. I take it anyway. But yeah, that's basically all that you need to engage with the Blood Knight. As a Blood Knight Hunter, that's pretty much how it works. And that'll bring this video to a close. And like more or less, we'll cover more stuff around the Blood Knight in a separate video. But I just wanted to talk about the Blood Knight Hunter, show you what some of the gameplay looks like. And then if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that sorts of stuff. Share the video with your Alliance mates, because who else is going to enjoy Last War content other than the folks who are playing the game? But I also want to give a big shout out to our channel member supporters. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I'm glad to have y'all here and supporting me. They allow me to do these longer form videos and help, keep my morale high and all that sorts of stuff. So if you like the kind of content that I'm doing, and you're willing to throw me a couple bucks, here and there for a month or two, feel free to hit the join button down below and become a channel member. I appreciate it. I'm glad to have you here. And you get some neat perks that go along with it. You usually get the videos that come out a day or two earlier than everybody else, and you'll get like some like neat flair next to your name in the comments. But yeah, with that, y'all, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for listening, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.